Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This one we're going to be reacting to The Haunting of Bly Manor episode 8 called The Romance of Certain Old Clothes. Recap.
In the last one, we see Peter learn how to control ghosts, how to be a ghost and how to control the living. And we see that he tries it on Rebecca first. And he actually possesses her. And then he's the one that walks into the lake. But upon seeing his dead body in the lake, he basically vanishes. And Rebecca is obviously left to drown. Obviously, when you take over a living being, they don't remember anything that happens. They just remember when you leave them. It's like a bit of a loop with his mum going backwards and forwards. But essentially, what he wants to do is he wants to take over the kids and live in their body, basically. And he does that with Miles. Rebecca's meant to do it with Flora, but she comes out and Flora helps Danny escape the manor, only to be met by the Lady of the Lake. She grabs her, basically. I think that's the last scene that we see. But it's quite interesting, the loop that we see with Peter Quinn's mum, and obviously finally how Rebecca actually dies. It wasn't her at all.
No, it was Peter.
It was Peter
killing her, essentially. Yeah, it was mainly about Peter's upbringing, and I don't know, it's a kind of a way to not justify but show us how he is the way he is.
Basically.
Yeah, essentially. But yeah, let's see what happens in this episode. Episode 8, The Romance of Certain Old Clothes. Let's check it out.
Okay, we gotta get out of here. Where are we going? I don't know, anywhere.
Oh, we're starting like this.
We gotta go.
Oh, damn.
The strength that Lady of the Lake has, man.
Toward the middle of the 17th century, there lived in the province of Hampshire a widowed gentleman.
It's Theo from Haunting Hill. Oh, sorry, Hill House.
2 daughters, born at an interval of 5 years apart. The elder, Viola, the younger, Perdita. With their father in the ground, they faced a dire necessity for marriage.
Oh, damn.
Both maidens, neither a male, stood to lose control over Mr. Willoughby's economic affairs, and of the manor in Bly.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I thought it would just go to them.
Among the young men, their friends and neighbours, there were many excellent fellows.
Oh, they're not struggling for suitors then.
Yeah, it seems like they're okay.
What they were: gluttons, opportunists, vultures.
Yeah, that's true.
Bly must stay in the family, and the sisters must stay in control, lest everything be lost to the same grave. Viola's invitation to a distant cousin, one Mr. Arthur Lloyd, rich in pounds sterling, in his health and comfortable hopes.
Okay, so he's not money hungry. Yeah.
And just as Perdita began to feel the stirrings of a true interest in the young man, Viola explained she was late because of a dispute over uncollected rents. The wedding was a small affair, fit in the business arrangement that it was.
Well, I guess that's one way to put your foot down.
Viola, who had meant to maintain her ladyship over Bly.
But it's weird though, because it's like he fancies the other one.
To love, cherish, till death us to part.
And obey. To love, cherish, and obey.
The vicar believed this an innocent omission. It was not. A surprise not to Perdita, who knew her sister.
It's Viola being Viola.
Yeah.
She would sleep. She would wake.
What's she overthinking about?
Yeah. It's something stirring in her mind, isn't it?
She would walk.
You got what you wanted.
She would sleep. She would wake.
Eat, sleep, repeat.
She would walk.
Is she the Lady of the Lake? One of these two has to be the Lady of the Lake, right?
Oh, do you reckon?
Yeah, because...
It is fierce out there. But you are fiercer. Bly belongs to you, and they will try to take it from you as they did me. But I will not let them. It is you It is me. It is us.
Aww.
All things change given time. Change does not often announce itself. It does not trumpet its arrival.
I was thinking, does Perdita feel a bit left out? But she's got eyes on her husband, it looks like.
Yeah.
Inconsequential as the tickle in her lungs.
Oh, is she dying?
Oh,
This is the guy that. This is one of the characters we saw in the.
the plague
in
doctor.
the
The plague
yeah.
doctor.
It is not the plague.
Oh, thank God.
Well, we knew that.
It's not good news. She has the lung.
I mean,
Does that...
she's got two of them.
What does that
How
mean?
long, Doctor? Months. Months at the most.
Do you reckon?
Maybe like
TB.
water in the lungs. Yeah, TB.
Cure her.
I do not know that I can.
You will. You will. God help you, but you will.
I mean, I don't think there's anything you can do, especially at that time.
I suppose they didn't know that at the time, isn't it? They probably
Yeah.
thought that there's something that might work.
I mean, is this counterintuitive to what you should be doing? Do you know,
I was
do you know what I
thinking
mean?
that. I don't know if they're trying to cleanse the air or from the sickness, but it's like. Oh.
Mm. All sorts of remedies back then, right?
Yeah.
Leeches and...
And all things exhausted, their vicar came again to Bly. But to perform a rite far more melancholy.
final rites.
Sister, you must repeat the rite.
Viola's had it rough.
I go and prepare a place for you.
Does she not want
No,
Oh, she
Yeah,
don't want to
she doesn't
repeat it.
wanna-
I do not go. Tell your God that I do not go.
Well,
She might be the lady.
God should know better. She is as he made her. If she says she will not go, she will not.
she might be actually because she's obviously wearing like a very simple dress here.
Hmm.
Time paid her no mind. Days to weeks to months to years.
And she didn't perform like the final rites
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So
Do
she
you know what I mean?
stays there.
5 times round the sun, and all is different.
Isabel.
A few more minutes, please.
Oh. Grown up a little bit.
A quick dance.
No.
Let's show the young thing how it's done proper.
So she never got married. She just stayed here, basically looking after looking after Isabel.
Yeah.
It's weird because she's almost playing Happy Families while Viola's upstairs.
What do you mean Viola's upstairs? It's been 5 years. She's got to be dead by now. She-
Viola had surpassed the predictions of the physicians and priests alike.
Okay, I was wrong.
Held
Yeah.
alive, some would whisper, by stubbornness alone.
Bro, she looks mad as hell.
I'll prepare some herbs for your tea.
I don't want tea. I want to talk to my daughter.
She's obviously brewing.
She's filled with venom a little bit.
Yeah.
She's helpless as well at the same
Ooh.
time. Oh, what the
Damn.
fudge?
Take me to bed.
Of course.
Do you think the one in the attic is the sister and then this is the Lady of the Lake, basically?
I completely forgot about the ghost in the attic, to be fair, at the same time.
Some in the village would say that death had come for Viola. Nightly, in fact, those first few years. A dark carriage led by a red-eyed horse. Denied at the door of Bly Manor.
Yeah, it's like Death doesn't want to let her die. And she's singing the Wailing Willow song.
Yeah. It has to be her.
Is
She's
this
doing
the
the same
path?
path. Yeah.
The Lady of Bly Manor.
I've no ambition. Lie. Viola. I don't.
Here we go with the venom again.
For the last 5 years, the only husbandly duty he's fulfilled is that of mourning.
Hey! And she's right.
I will not allow it. You won't. I know, I've noticed.
Constant backhands.
Just before the 6th year of Viola's living death, she summoned to her room all of the jewels and clothes she'd accumulated.
Living death.
It's hard as well on the sister because she's just
She's seeing her sister
trying to
just
look after her.
becoming bitter and like she's always had that kind of character, like that feisty and stubbornness, and it's
Yeah.
just twisted into this.
And my lace and my silk, they will be a great inheritance for our daughter. You watch them for her till she grows into them.
This might be some of the stuff that
I was thinking because the chest looks the same.
yeah, some of the stuff that Peter was trying to sell
Yeah,
off.
that's what I'm thinking.
She will keep the key, and you will never give it to anyone except our child.
Well, we know that doesn't happen.
The money failing, as time went on, Arthur was required more and more to business, further and further across the oceans to places exotic and
Makes sense. You got to make money.
the word had come to her a full year prior.
What's this word? I want to know. Is it going to be
Yeah.
like?
The word
Oh no!
was mercy,
Damn.
and the word was a lie.
I was thinking. I was like, killing her is 2 words. What's another? What's a 1 word?
Yeah. I mean, because she is suffering, so she's obviously. But I mean,
Yeah,
killing
but
her is wrong
this is
as
still
well.
messed. This is
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
up, bro.
Word that had infected her all this time. The word was not mercy, she realized in the end.
What was it?
The word had always been enough.
Oh damn. Poetic.
They were married, as was becoming, with great privacy,
Which we knew.
almost with secrecy, in the hopes, as was waggishly remarked at the time, that perhaps the late Viola may not hear of it.
Oh, that's the person's. Okay, so they. Okay.
Her adopted daughter refused at every turn to see her as a mother.
Oh, this is turning bad, isn't it?
Why does the painting look different?
I thought that was just me.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? I was like, it looks like I had a mask on or something. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, maybe it's just the the copy of what we were watching.
Arthur, on his side, suffered heavy losses of money. She had long since ascertained that her sister's immense wardrobe had been sequestered for the benefit of her daughter.
So basically, this needs to be opened up, otherwise they're going to be
they
broke.
can sell it off.
What right had she to bind you to meanness and cruelty?
She didn't do it out of cruelty. She just wanted to save something for her daughter. But I have a feeling Perdita's going to get the key and go open that
Sell
chest.
everything off.
I won't say everything, but...
That is one secure chest, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Perdita?
Well, she died there. You're right about that. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that.
I thought it was going to come from behind.
Yeah, same. Or from the side. Nope, they're still normal. Right?
I don't
Yeah.
feel normal.
I don't as well.
My fucking hell, I was gonna... Oh my god.
He's gonna see her here, isn't it? Oh, that looks messed up. That was... Who?
The night in which Viola would sleep.
Oh, back to the death. Viola's death.
Oh, that's interesting. She's covered in flowers, so it's like in the chest. She's covered in flowers.
Oh, could be. Good parallel. Or, I'm going to say something wild now. Do you think, because you mentioned the rose petals, do you think she's in the chest as a ghost?
I was thinking, that's what I was thinking, because she's... Or a part of her is in that chest. I don't know.
And
it's
Perdita opening the chest kind of released her.
Oh, like a Pandora's box.
Kinda. Right. This theory makes sense.
It would, because then you've got the roses, you've got like
all the jewels, the
yeah.
linen, the silk.
She would sleep.
She's gonna have to wait here for 6 years. Or...
She would wake. She would walk.
She's just repeating this.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, that's maybe the chest opening is opening that door.
Oh god.
Oh, similar to what Danny does.
Yeah, but she's actually hiding from
She's actually
herself.
yeah.
Sleeping. Waking.
It's definitely going to turn her more bitter.
Walking.
Angry.
Imagine doing this for like years. Oh,
yeah, it would be years. You're right.
And in time, as we all do, she admitted all.
I know. I don't really want to.
She admitted her husband had moved on.
Okay.
And she admitted her room was a dream. And one day Isabel would open her mother's trunk and claim her reward.
You're right.
The moment finally came.
Here we go. Is she going to be angry and that's why she...
Killed her, maybe, yeah. Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
You're right. So she was essentially in the chest.
Damn. She's not like, she can't be the lady. Look how she's dressed here.
She slept and waited.
What's she waiting for now?
They would move away from here.
Sell it off.
Find a quiet
What else can you do? They can't afford it, right?
Made only for the two of them.
But these guys are trapped here.
At last, at least, she'd be with them both. Her husband.
Yeah, they definitely left. They definitely left the chest.
His superstition defied reason, but he felt confident all the same. Whatever curse had claimed his second wife.
Unless they throw that chest in the lake.
I think you nailed it.
Because she died, right? So he's like, it's cursed. If he doesn't want the same fate to happen to his daughter.
Pulled towards some other place, some realm beyond.
This is messed up, because I'm assuming there's going to be water rushing in now.
Yeah.
Viola would not go.
Never, right?
Well, there you go.
The pull of that next world ignored, she instead made her own gravity.
Oh, that sounded funky.
She would wake, and she would walk.
Yeah, so and she's doing the old route that she did before.
She would walk back to her home, feeling each time that...
And that's where the muddy footprints come in.
To the room she once shared with her husband, her infant daughter.
Oh, that's sad.
And she'd stare at that empty bed. And Viola would remember. And the remembering itself was injury anew.
And I'm guessing that as time went on, she would forget what it was she was trying to do, or the reason for her path, but she'd still do the path anyway.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
That's quite sad.
Her attention lay only ahead, only on the bed that was her goal. And on the daughter she believed, each time she woke,
we've introduced...
would be waiting for her there.
We've introduced colour.
Yeah.
She did not even realise that a decade had passed. Not even realise after an outbreak of plague in the village.
That's why that guy was there. Yeah, that's why this guy's here.
You mustn't be in this wing without protection.
Damn. Oh, and...
So that was the guy we saw in the beginning.
Yeah.
Her invented gravity that held her to the grounds, that kept her in purgatory. It would hold others too.
That's so
she's the key.
That's so messed up.
So she's just basically going around killing people, and those are all the ghosts we see.
As her memories left her, so too her face.
Oh
So little did she remember that one night she found a child in her daughter's own
Oh man, so she killed the kid. That's the kid that we saw.
Must be the child whom she'd sought. Must. She would sleep.
My God.
She actually killed the kid as well.
Those unfortunates trapped in the gravity well she had made of Bly Manor.
Aww.
They were fading as well.
Just doing it just to do it. Don't know why you're doing it.
A fate that befell Viola's once sister, now forgotten in the attic.
Yeah, that's the one we saw in the attic, yeah.
No hope for the victims of Bly, be they victims of fate.
This entire estate is just...
It's revolving around her.
I was going to say needs to burn to the ground.
To Danny here.
And who had finally stepped into the path of her own fate.
We need someone to save her here, otherwise she's actually dead. She's gonna snap her neck. Don't snap her neck!
Ominous thud.
And well done for reading the bottom bit. And that's the end of the episode.
Oh man, it was going so well, and then
what?
It literally just shut my
What part of it was going so well? Oh, you mean you not being scared?
The story was going so well. I was like, okay, we're gonna get through this. There might not be any jump scares, and then that's it. Bang! The chest opens.
Good jump scare.
Hell is unleashed. That's a good story explaining it, because it explains all the ghosts, and so she's basically made her own hellhole and trapping everyone in and around her. I mean, it's a sad story, because she just wanted to save the manor, and in doing so she's created, like I said, hell on earth. For those souls that she's ended up killing. I wasn't expecting her sister to kill her, but then I didn't realize that she would go in turn obviously kill her sister. You could kind of see the implosion that was happening between them, that there is some sort of tension that is rising, and it's, but I didn't think that she would kill her own sister.
No, I don't think I didn't see it as tension. I saw it they're two different characters, and Perdita was kind of just letting her sister take the reins, because that's the type of person Viola was. She was stubborn and feisty and wanted it her way, and she wasn't going to let go of, well, the estate for one, because it should have been theirs. And it just, as time went on, and as the disease of whatever it was that Viola had took over, she kind of like, she fell further into that venom and bile. Yeah. Her character was already like that, but it twisted into something else more extreme. And
it morphed.
It morphed itself. While Perdita's always been the same, not submissive, but like just a bit more laid back. And the toll of the abuse taken from it kind of
it spiraled and then led
spiraled
her to
out,
that moment.
and to that point, you couldn't add on how she probably felt about her sister's husband and yada yada yada. And as well at the same
they
time,
planted that seed quite well, because it was obviously she wasn't there, Viola wasn't there in the beginning. Yeah, and then that was quite cool. But I do like what you were saying, like the transition from black and white into the ages of color.
Oh, you know what? The majority of the episode is black. We didn't mention it. The majority of the episode was in the black and white, and kind of noticed. I love the way they've done that.
But that's good, because it sets the scene that it is a flashback. Even though if they had done in color, we would have known it's a flashback by the outfits and whatever. But it really kind of portrays that this is the beginning. This is like. So that's really cool, like the way they've done it. And also I like the fact that they explain the dream state as well. So sleep, wake, walk, sleep. They keep saying it.
Yeah.
They keep saying it.
Because that was the first one, right? It was the first one of its kind.
That's the first one, yeah.
Dream, wake. First memory fade, the first sense of purgatory. Not sense, as actual purgatory, which is kind of messed up.
But it's clever because they did it before the dream state as well. So when she was actually ill, she would sleep, she would wake.
Yeah. Even
And
before
then-
she
and-
was ill, as soon as
before-
she got
before
married,
was ill. Yeah,
she was doing
and
the
then
whole...
it kind of
Yeah.
cascaded. It explains it a lot better because I do, and obviously to add suspense, you would add it earlier on. Because when we first saw it, we were like, "What the hell?" With Rebecca, you were like, "Oh, this is like dream jumping."
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
And then we saw the Peter one, and then the Rebecca. So it, no, Flora, and then so it is clever the way that they've brought us to this bit, and they're like, okay, we're going to explain it to you. There's only one more episode left.
It's actually really sad. I'm thinking about the what's their name? The Lloyd family. There is the Lloyd family. Dad died there. Both sisters died there as well at the same time. Sold the house off. Sold all her belongings. Sold the estate off. Sold the manor. Sold the jewelry. Chucked her trunk in the... It's so messed up. That family's just completely messed up.
I wonder then, but again, I'm still trying to figure out who the storyteller is. Because I wonder if that's a descendant of Isabel. They settled in America.
Could be.
But then it's like, how would she know about the story? Obviously, because she's telling it. So how would she know?
It could be, and again, it's something we don't know. It could also just be a tale.
It could be.
It could also just be a tale. It is like I guess you could, with the accent, depending on where they moved, maybe it's a descendant. Maybe they stayed in England and the descendant.
It would have been years later, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be. But I'm slightly pissed off that we've ended the episode where we started it, because I wanted to know what we happened to Danny.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we actually have all the answers sort of ticked off, all the questions, all the answers to the questions.
Interestingly, the only thing that we haven't taken into consideration is, what's the uncle's name? I can't. It's
Henry.
Henry. Sorry, he's on his way to Bly.
Okay.
We haven't seen him arrive yet.
I mean, it's gonna be. It might be a while. If it isn't, I don't think there's much he can do.
No, there's probably not much he can do, but it'd be interesting what part he played, because there's like, do you remember he was in the office with his alter ego, and he was like, oh, something's wrong, I need to go. But it's like, what part would you possibly play in the next episode if you do get there in time? Like, what? I
think he'll either get there late, and in which case we'll get like an aftermath, because the finale is the next episode.
Yeah.
Or because I don't think any of the living can help her at this point. I think a ghost has to step in to the Lady of the Lake. If any living person tries to help, they're going to get their neck snapped.
That is true, actually. Yeah, they would get their neck.
Because there's no time. Her hand is, she's literally about to. What was ominous thud? Who thudded?
No, that's what I didn't get. That's what I don't know what that was.
Because it wouldn't be a thud, it would be a crack. It would be a snap of the neck. Unless you just dropped her. It would be. Like, I don't want to kill you, just drops her on the floor. That's the
I will say one thing though, if you are watching this on YouTube and you want to know what happens, the 9th episode is already out on our Patreon, so just go. We'll figure it out by then.
But yeah, a great episode. Good to see another actor from the previous Haunting series in this one, and good to see the backstory of the entire thing on the estate. Yeah, great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.